Look at me, look me in the eyes. Look at yourself.
I think you broke your ass.
Oh, hey, Ratty. Nah, stream's still happening. Setting some stuff up real quick. Gonna sneeze, one sec. Alright, I sneezed, I learned. Hang on a sec. Gotta redo it, hold on. Not the stream, but I do have to get my thing to run properly so I can hear shit. You know, I've never played Baldur's Gate. I mean, I played a little bit of it, but then I stopped. So that might be something fun to return back to. Nah, I just I got a little bit caught up with that girl. We were playing some VR chat, and whew, she's something, you know. Definitely something. Yeah, man. You know, I really don't know how I get this lucky. Like, yeah, no, Rack Riz somehow. I yeah, I have no idea how the fuck I get this lucky. Hey, she is like insanely out of my fucking league, but she tells me that I'm handsome. You know, actually, I always ask people this whenever I'm like doing anything with them, whenever I'm flirting or talking to them. I like asking them like, hey, so what? No, I don't want to eat grape. I like asking them like, hey, so what made you? When did you realize you were attracted to me? And honestly, normally it's like something like when I heard your voice, when you made me laugh and shit. Her and fucking her, she like she said when I showed her my face. That was just really wasn't something I was expecting, honestly. I don't think I'm ugly by any means, but you know, sometimes I look in the mirror and I'm like, ah, that's my face. What tree is this? I feel like this is a hardwood tree. If I'm not mistaken. And do not fall in the water. Yes, it is the hardwood tree. Yeah, fuck, I just feel really lucky. She is fucking insanely sweet and adorable. I just get fucking lost in those eyes. Well, if you're always lucky, that means you are unlucky. It means that you are good enough. Well, fuck, man. Making me get all blushy and shit on stream? I mean, maybe I am. Yeah, okay, Ratty, are you're above the age of 18, right? I never asked, but I feel like I really fucking should. I feel like that's an important thing to ask. Also because you're the only one watching my stream right now. Don't need that pull no more. Don't need that. And your PNG furry is always blushing. And yes, I'm 20. Okay, good. I oh, that little red mark I got on me right here, right there. No, it's just a part of the design. I mean, I do have a blushing one. Um, Actually, you know what? Hold on a sec. Let me find something real quick. Um, on there. Hold on. Named it something somewhere. Don't give me a second. It's somewhere here. Really? Oh, I could have sworn it was somewhere. I know I put it somewhere because I needed it. I want to show you. Oh, there it is. Hey, these are the PNGs I had commissioned. I got this guy, my little. Grrr, ah, ooh, I'm angry. I want to start like making some longer form videos, eventually, and these PNGs are something I want to use. There's my little blushy guy, you know, little like, oh, that was embarrassing. My, oh, what's that? Oh, my, what's that guy? My, oh, guy, my, scary guy. My, I'm better than you. My, I'm better than you, guy. My, I'm better than you, guy. My, okay, sorry. And you know, you guys know that guy, that guy. Yeah, you're proud of that. Um. Anyways, cool. Now I know that you're above the age of 18. So something kind of funny that happened at one point. So in high school, right? Little high school me. Picture this, but you know what? The thing I'm about to say. Don't picture younger me. So back in high school, I wasn't exactly the most confident. One of the things I was a little bit worried about actually was, oh no, what if maybe, just maybe, I might my let me see. Oh no, what if just maybe there's an off chance that my little raccoon, little Nikolai, what if little Nikolai is small? That was a little bit of a concern I had in high school. And so I never wanted to measure it cuz yeah, I wanted to save myself from like the realization, you know, cuz there's no coming back from that. You get out the fucking measuring tape and you're like, well, I can say it's 6 centimeters, right? um I should have said this is gonna be a little bit TMI. Anyways, so I never like really measured or anything in high school. I didn't want to know, but eventually I got like this strange burst of confidence where Moist Rack said, you know, like where little Moist Rack said, you know what, I'm sure it's big enough. I'm sure it's a good, healthy, um 6 incher Bass Pro Shop fish. That I'm sure, and I never measured. When I turned like 18 and started you know, going on dating apps and shit, you know, you're flirting, of course that question gets brought up, like, okay, well, how big are you? And I was like, well, let's just say I'm completely average, above average, some might say. You like chocolate cake? You like chocolate cake? You like chocolate cake, rich boy? Yeah, I'm sure you do like chocolate cake, motherfucker. Hi, Granny. I got you your glasses again. Thank you, dear. I've been looking everywhere. I'm just giving her trash. Yeah, I gave your grandma trash glasses. Fuck you. Glasses. Grasses. So anyways, that was the extent of my confidence boost. Moistrak's confidence was just, you know what? Good enough. And then I got my first real girlfriend, you know? We we did the thing, you know? We did the thing. And I won't forget what fucking happened after. They fucking like, what the fuck are you? Hi, little buddy. Yoink. I don't think I should have caught that in the net. But yeah, so I got my first girlfriend. We did the thing, And suddenly she's fucking like, she's talking to me. She like looks at me and she's like, I thought you said it was 6. And I'm like, oh, oh, woe is me. Whoa, whoa, woe is me. Oh, oh my god, it wasn't 6. I'm a liar. Oh, oh. And she's like, no, dude, I've been with 6-inch people. That ain't 6, dog. That hurt. That hurt. That was not 6. It's like 8. That's 8. Did you not fucking measure it? Did you not fucking pull out the fucking measuring stick? Fucking you didn't fucking do that. You didn't pull out the ruler. You didn't fucking mark it. I'm like, no. I was like, God damn it! I could have been the Johnny Bravo of my senior year. God fucking damn it. But it was a really nice surprise, I guess. You know, I just saw this YouTube short. It was Brooke and Jubal in the morning. They do this segment called like the second date, where basically if someone goes on a date with someone and they don't get a text back or anything, they can they don't get a text back, they can fucking call into the show, give them the other guy's phone number, and they will call them. You know, kind of like pretend like, oh, the other person's on the line. We just want to know why you didn't go out with them again. And they'll normally tell them like, they'll tell them why. Normally it's like something pretty embarrassing, pretty bad. Doesn't usually work out. If they agree though, they can go on a second date with them. Anyways, in the one I just watched, the lady was like, yeah, he sent me a dick pic. I'm scared. Pretty fucking big. I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think it's gonna work. I think I know my limits. And that dude, like, everyone was like kind of like joking around, but he was like, well, fuck. This is the best news of my life. Everyone's like, come on, you're not gonna try it a little bit. You don't want to try it. She's like, no, I'm scared. He's like, just every fucking word out of her mouth is just pure fucking confidence building. Speaking of high school, when I was looking for colored pencil, I found a drawing my ex did. I won't go into too many details, but it was a nasty. Oh, I'm sorry. Ah, I'm glad you got more confidence now. Honestly, my best advice, coming from me, the guy with the fucking monster cock. No, but seriously, it is all about confidence. I don't think anyone is ever super pleased with their looks, to the point where people that you would like fucking think are gorgeous, insanely beautiful, insanely attractive, will want to put more work into that and end up kind of going into the opposite direction. It is literally all about confidence. I won't say it's 100% about confidence, because we do got to be realistic. Moist Rack here, we give realistic responses to people here. Ish. I missed. I was checking a text from that girl. So I'm not gonna say it's not 100% about looks. Sometimes it will be, and that's fine. You know, some people, they only want one thing, but like 95% of it, I'd say, is purely about confidence, man. Like, I mean, I feel like honestly, stuff like porn and shit, it kind of ruins people's expectations a little bit on both sides. But you just gotta have like pure confidence in yourself. You know, I personally, I look at myself in the mirror sometimes, and yeah, I think like, got a chubby face. My jawline's not quite there. My hair's a mess. My mustache looks bad. But that honestly really doesn't matter. I mean, I've been around the fucking block. Fuck it, I've been around the goddamn neighborhood, in fact. No, I don't want to eat the sweet pea. I want to give it to... There you go. Take the fucking sweet pea. Yay. Fuck, what was I gonna say? Is he far enough away? Yes, he is. Fun fact, afterwards I got into a relationship where I got cheated on, lol. Took a long break after that, and sure, confidence is a big thing. I try to let my talking do the work. Alright, overconfidence, not a good thing. You know, you definitely don't want to, like, fucking talk yourself up a big game if you know you can't back it. But other than that, confidence, It's 90% of the work. If you're confident, if you can give all that you can give to someone, they'll fucking love it, dude. Like that is genuinely all you'd really need. Um but yeah, no, like I'm pretty fucking confident. I know that I can back up whatever I say I'm gonna do to someone, and it works out. Until it doesn't, but that's a separate issue. You see, people, they fall in love with Moistrak. I sound like a douche. But unfortunately, not. That's what happens. People will fall in love with me before they really get to know me. Because my dick is thick. Um, anyways, actually, speaking of your embarrassing high school story, I kind of got one. So, I said like I was with my first girlfriend when I turned 18. Kind of true. I consider her my first. But in high school, this is a weird, not weird story, I guess, but in high school, there was this girl, and honestly, she was like, I mean, like talking about small talk type of way. Also, I learned that I'm good at comforting other people. Yeah, honestly, just not being a total fucking dickhead will do wonders. All right, before I get into my story, this is something that I find really weird. Like something I'm not bragging about because bragging about it would be so fucked. But it's something like pretty specific with furries. Unfortunately not specific with furries, but I'm a furry, so that is the extent of my knowledge. Fucking I said in the beginning, like one of the things I ask people is, "Hey, so why are you attracted to me?" Most of the time, it's something about my voice. Like I said recently, it was, "Oh, you're really handsome." Shit like that. The most, the thing I've heard the most from people that I am really sad is a plus for me. Like, trust me, the bar is insanely fucking low. In fact, I don't want to say it's going to be a good thing, but the compliment I get the most from people is, "Oh, yeah, well, you're frog, froggy, yay." The compliment I get the most from people is basically just, "Oh, yeah, I really like how you're always asking me, like, if this is okay, if I'm doing alright, if I'm sure I want this. I like how you, don't kind of just, fucking force your way, into me." That came out wrong. But basically, the fucking compliment is, "Man, you're really good at basic fucking consent." And every time I have to be like, "Haha, what do you mean?" And they're like, "Ah, well, some guys, they flirt with me, and all they want to do is they're like, baby, let me see them. Why don't you make my star do, if you know what I mean?" And unfortunately, they're not wrong. I've seen how a lot of furries try to flirt with people, and it just comes off super cringy and really fucking creepy. Like, especially in rejection. A lot of them will not take rejection well. And I don't like that that's like a plus for me. It's just the fact that, like, oh, okay, I'm not a pushy weird creep who's gonna um fucking make you feel bad about not wanting to sleep with me. I'm not someone who's gonna be in your DMs constantly talking about how much what I'm gonna do to you, what I want to do to you. It's just such a weird, creepy fucking thing to me. But regardless, that's one of the compliments I get. So honestly, if people feel comfortable talking with you, that is an insanely good thing too. I mean, like, trust me, like, again, like I was saying, porn kind of ruins things for a lot of people. They get this idea in their head that all they need to do is be some smug Casanova type guy. I mean, we've all seen those like videos that popped up a while back, the pickup artists, I think they're called, where they basically tell you like, "Ah, no, if a girl tells you no, you just have to try harder." Just really weird, uncomfortably awkward shit like that. So fucking just being someone who isn't a total creep is going to be a huge bonus. I'm awful at reading rooms, so I ask very often. Also, I don't think it's a good idea for me to have a relationship because I'm not out to my family about religion and all that. Moving out is ideal. I mean, so honestly, start saving up money. If you have friends, talk to them about a roommate type situation. I was lucky enough that I was able to move out with my partner at the time, and it helped a lot. I moved out when I was 18. If you're afraid of your family, I've been there. I definitely get that. Figure out an exit plan. I moved out when I was 18. You need to get a job, you need to get your license, and especially you need to have shit like your own private bank account. Parents are always going to be really tricky about that, and unfortunately, you are going to have to do a lot of that on your own. Again, not ideal in any case, but it is genuinely what you just need to do. You need to get out of that situation, move out, but also try not to be too afraid of what they think. I mean, you don't have to tell them everything. You don't have to tell them you have a girlfriend. Just, do. One of my biggest regrets in high school was not taking enough risks. High school, they would always say, this is going to be on your permanent record. This is going to affect you for the rest of your life. It didn't. It won't. Oh, hey, the mayor. What's up, the mayor? Donated marine iguana. They give me a reward? No. Oh yeah, so the high school story. So kind of so long story ish. A really pretty girl. She was a furry. She had like this shirt on that I still remember. It was like a the anatomy of a fox, and it was like stuff like scratch here, boop here, pet here, stuff like that. And my buddy, he's one of those bad people that I mentioned. One of the doesn't take a hint will, if I had to describe him, he's just a future predator, neckbeard, Reddit user, nice guys finish last type of guy. I've been saving up for years, I have an exit plan, and thankfully I have a license and a bank account. Then you are already way ahead of a lot of people, man. So do what you can and get the fuck out of that situation. So at first he was telling me like he thinks she's cute, and me being a piece of shit. um, Ooh, okay, cool. Deluxe fishing rod. I want that. Me being a total piece of shit, I'm a little bit of I'm an outgoing person. So I was like, "Oh, you like that girl? All right, dude. We'll tell you what. Let's get you guys let's get her over here. Let's introduce her to you." So I brought her over, started like hyping up my friend like an asshole. Just being like, "Ah, man, like this guy, he's fucking awesome. Hey, he's a furry. You're a furry. I'm a furry, but this isn't about me." And she wanted to talk to him. She was like giggling and shit, being like, "Okay, yeah." And he completely shut down and walked away. I was like, "Ah, okay." So I started talking with her. We started getting along real well. Started flirting a lot. You know how it is. I think I have enough for that now, don't I? The fodder bundle, isn't it? I sworn there was a fodder bundle. I think that's in the bulletin board. Yeah. Need 10 of those. Okay. You get 10 hay. I have 8 of that. Could have sworn I had more hay somewhere. Oh shit, I guess I... Oh, I do. I have 2 hay. Not ideal, but whatever. Anyway, so with that girl, it was my first, relationship, I guess you would say. She was weird, though. I gotta be honest. Thing is that my family has saved my college money. They saved up for me in savings because of the scholarship I got. I'll be honest, I want that money, to be honest, but I'll know if I get that if I'm out. That's also fair. I'm not gonna lie to you and say that, like, money isn't important. Money is very important. It is also a very fickle thing. So, I'd say definitely, man, start working on, have a plan. have at least a friend available who is willing to let you crash on their couch. And whenever you get the chance, um, see what you can do with that. See if you can somehow convince them to let you have that money. Something in that regard. Another piece of advice, see what you can do to get them to think that moving out is a good idea. Just like bring it up, see what they think about it, and if they think it's a good idea, they'll give you the money. It's easy. Though, I don't really know your family life, so I don't know for sure, but it's worth a shot, I think. Grab our pickaxe. So, me and that girl, we became official in a way. I'll get into what that means later. So, when I was in high school, there was a huge, weird shift that I heavily noticed. We're gonna go into the mines today. We got our golden pickaxe. Um, there was a really weird shift. For whatever reason, she was a freshman, I was a junior. The freshmen who started showing up, did a lot of things that were odd. You know what? You can have my cookie. I like you. I want to get to know you more. Yay. The freshmen were weird. I think it was because like internet as a whole had changed. They had unfiltered, unadulterated, very adulterated access to the internet. Reason I'm saying that is this chick. This is shit that I didn't even know. I had a very vague understanding. This motherfucker was talking to me about like BDSM, DDLG, all of this weird sexual shit that I don't think anyone under the age of 18 should be fucking talking about and like asking for that openly. Pet play, shit like that. It was weird. And again, I honestly didn't fully know what the fuck that meant or what was going on. But I was down for it. At one point, she told me that she wants me to be her daddy. Mm. Sorry, I cringe whenever I think about that still. Didn't fully know what that meant. I mean, I knew a little bit. I was like, okay, it's, alright, sure, you can, call me daddy if you want, okay. Cool. You can, do that, I guess. Super fucking weird. At one point, this is a weird fucking thing that happened. At one point, I was skipping class with her, and we bump into one of her friends who's also skipping. She was in the same grade as me, or maybe a grade lower, sophomore probably. They're talking. I'm kind of not even paying attention. When she turns to me and she's like, "Hey, Moist Rack, high school Moist Rack, how old are you, by the way?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm 16." She fucking like does this weird little like shoulder dance thing. She's like, and she turns to her friend. She's like, "My daddy's 16." And I could fucking in that moment, I knew I had fucked up. I knew this was like, I just knew. I was like, oh, none of this is good. And I could just fucking feel Chris Hansen's like scope fucking sizing me up. He has like a little like calendar and a timer set up linked to my 18th birthday. He's like, just wait, Moist. You're done. You're done. It's gonna be over. So that was the weird part. Reason I'm telling you this story is because she cheated on me in a really weird fucking way. So like I said, according to her, I was her daddy. And she started talking to me a little bit about pet play, which she was into. And she told me, also I looked up don't judge me too hard. I was horny. Okay, you would have done the same thing. Let thou who is without sin cast the first stone. You know what? God can judge me, but his sins far outweigh my own. Also, don't look up the things I say. Don't look that up. Don't put that on your phone. Anyways, so she was telling me about this guy that she hangs out with. And immediately, like fucking alarm bells going off in my head. I'm like, And I'm like, so are you guys dating? Oh no, he's my trainer. What is that? What does that mean? What does trainer mean? Also, you know, you looked it up. I feel like I gotta say, DDLG is not. It's bad, but it's not like it's not that bad. It's basically just weird roleplay. It's bad, but not that bad. Um. So anyway, she's telling me about this guy. Tell me how he's her trainer. He just treats her like a dog, is what she said. So I'm kind of like, okay, I guess. Again, I didn't know too much about it, so it didn't really click in my head. Like, okay, she's fucking this guy. But I'm like, okay, cool. And she... Do I need this? No. So to her, he was her owner. Do I have this? Fuck, I need a different one. To her, he was her owner, and I was her daddy. And she ended up like taking a picture of us like kissing, posting it to her Snapchat. And suddenly the guy gets on me. You know, he like pulls up on my Snapchat. He's like, "Hey man, what the fuck are you doing with my girl?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Oh no." He's like, "Hey man, what the fuck are you doing with my girl?" And I'm like, "Your girl? What the fuck are you doing with my girl, man? What the fuck are you doing calling my girl your girl?" And he's like, we went back and forth for a little bit, but we both pretty much realized at the same time, like, wait, so you don't know that she has a boyfriend? And I'm like, yeah, and you don't know that she has a boyfriend, which is me. And he's like, well, I mean, which is me. And I'm like, what does she tell you about me? And she's like, oh, she just said you were like, she just said like you were a friend and things. What'd she say about me? I'm like, she said you guys like do pet play stuff. And he's like, yeah, she likes wearing a collar and leash, but you know, I thought she was my boyfriend or she was my girlfriend. I'm like, okay, we both kind of fucked up here. Funny thing, she also had a girlfriend, someone who she did actually consider a girlfriend. At the time, we both actually thought it was like a girlfriend kind of thing. We were wrong. So he decided like, hey, I'm gonna break up with her, man. You can keep her if you want, but I'm done. I'm like, I don't fucking want her. I don't want her. It's weird. I mean, I want her, but it's weird. No, it's weird. I'm gonna save you the rest of that story, maybe for a later time. But she did not take, me and him breaking up with her very well. And of course, her girlfriend is like, "Why are you, why? Are you, I know it's sad that your friends stopped being your friend, but um, taking it like really hard." And then she found out, and of course, I got blamed for that too. Was that fun? Was that fun? Not a fun time for me. I mean, yeah, considering adults and all that, the idea of high schoolers like that is gross. Also reminds me of looking over a friend's phone and seeing daddy. Yeah, you know, honestly, after that experience, um, it's just not my favorite word. It really isn't. Like, okay, like I can get behind like someone calling me daddy, but we got the skull key. Is that all? Okay, yes, that's all. So I can get behind like someone calling me daddy. I'm gonna be honest. I can get behind that idea for a moment. What I can't get behind is um what I cannot get behind is whenever they are into the full DDLG weird shit. I just cannot get into that. I refuse to like humor someone who's like, oh, I want. It just feels gross talking about it. I can't get behind that. And like, trust me, like I'm open to a lot of things. I'm gonna be honest. There is not a lot that I'm not willing to at least try, but that whole experience, I just can't. It just feels icky. It feels gross. I just like it. Stop it. Stop doing that to me, women. Yeah, so it's something like in my adult life that a lot of people have like, you know, asked me to do for them. And I kind of just have to politely be like, But what if I didn't? What if we were just in love and I don't think there's any Stardew audio. There is not any Stardew audio. You are right. Thank you so much for telling me. There should be though. Hmm. Let me see here. What's going on with that? Is there audio now? Alright, yeah, there should be audio now. Also, I don't know about you, but high schoolers are meaner than anyone I've met. I don't look... Middle schoolers are fucking sociopaths. They were the meanest group of motherfuckers. High school honestly wasn't so bad. You had a lot of wannabe gangsters and shit, but that was pretty much the worst of it. Yes, audio is here. Alright, perfect. Sorry about that. So, you know, some other story I kind of want to tell. This one's a little bit more recent, a little bit more personal, but I feel like it's especially pertinent to you, Ratty, whatever your name is. Sorry, that came off rude. Something that I feel like is kind of important for you. It's a two-parter. Oh, we can craft totems. These are actually gonna come in handy. I'm gonna sneeze. Hold on. There we go. Okay, sneeze gun. So this is something I feel like is especially pertinent to you in your situation. I don't know what middle school was like. I didn't go to public school until... Hell. Middle school was hell. Middle school was awful. Genuinely, without exaggeration. Middle school... So high schoolers, they can be really foolhardy, I'd say. I mean, honestly, when we're in high school, we are basically adults. We don't get treated like adults, though. One thing you learn, you know, you think, like, when you get a job and everything, people are going to be a lot more mature. They're not. We're all still just kids. Being completely honest at the end of the day. So, anyways, the tale. This girl I was hooking up with. I think I've told the story before about how I hooked up with this girl and she got into me because I rolled down the street like a fucking sausage off the 7-Eleven roller. That girl was a really tragic experience for me, if I'm being 100% honest. The reason for that is... So, she was in an open relationship. She's like, was or still is 20 years old. And... after I met her at that party, we started flirting, made plans to go see each other. And when the time came, it was not awkward, but she definitely had more bark than bite, so to say. So we didn't really do anything for a good couple of days. And she did tell me she has a boyfriend. But this boyfriend, they're in an open relationship, things like that, everything's cool, okay, here are the rules, shit like that. The issue with that whole situation was the reason she wanted an open relationship. I'm gonna lower the game volume a little bit. Was because she really didn't have a boyfriend, so to say. Like, she did. Like, she had a guy who she was in love with, and she slept with, and kissed, and went on dates with. The issue was the dude, and you're gonna see why this is important to your story. The guy still lived under his parents. He was 19. He was still getting grounded by his parents and shit. Like, they controlled him. They didn't approve of her, and she did a lot for him. She even got an apartment and lived on her own for multiple reasons, but one of the biggest ones was in case he got kicked out, she would have a place for him. And he didn't move out with her. So she started looking for other guys to be with. And that's kind of where I show up. Thing is, it was really hard for her not having that romantic connection with her boyfriend. And just being completely blunt, we started cheating, basically. We broke the rules they set up, you know, wear protection, ooh, a lizard, ooh, a lizard, ooga booga. I need to start clipping that shit. I'm saying, like, really deep, like, sad shit that doesn't reflect well on me as a person, and then, ooh, lizard, ooh, ooga booga. Anyways, yeah, we broke all the rules, and the biggest one was the I love yous. Me telling her that I'm in love with her, her telling me that she loves me too, that she doesn't know what to do about those feelings, but she wants me. Really bad thing. I'm gonna be honest, never cheat. Never go along with cheating. It is not worth it. I already had a winter root, I didn't need that, but whatever. Get the halibut too in case I need that. Cheating is never, ever gonna be worth it. On either side, again, like, I helped her with the cheating, basically. I was the other guy. Because I was in love with her. She was perfect. We talked for hours. We just fell asleep in each other's arms. But there was always that undertone, you know, of just, can this really work just the way things are? Anyways, because it was an open relationship, he knew we were sleeping together and, like, hanging out. He wasn't fully on board with it. He did not like the open relationship. He was doing it because she wanted it. Let's go ruin a romance here. There we go, buddies. You guys can go to hell. But yeah, that was the big issue. The guy had no independence in his life. He lived under his parents' thumb. He didn't have his own bank account because his parents didn't think he was responsible enough. He didn't have a job because his parents thought he should focus on college. And he couldn't see her because he also didn't have a car or a license or anything like that. He could only see her very rarely. And that's why she started seeking out other guys like me. And that's why the cheating got very emotional and romantic, because even though she loved her boyfriend, she wasn't experiencing a relationship. Anyway, so I knew the guy. We talked from time to time. And honestly, I felt bad for him, because I did see a little myself in him. I mean, you know, hey, we're fucking the same girl after all. Oh, Jesus, there are 5 people in this fucking stream. Hey, guys. Ignore the deep story. I am helping a viewer. Or not. I don't know. Of course people come in when I'm telling, like, my traumatizing story. Fuck. Anyways, at one point, I really did want to help him. I honestly don't know what I was thinking. I think I was trying to be a better person. And that was fucking balls deep in some other guy's bitch. I told him, like, hey, dude, you really need to bunker down. I think what happened is, he ended up... No, what happened was he had an ultimatum. His parents, like, basically grounded him for leaving a door open. And told him... What he said they told him was, you have 3 choices. Join the Navy, move out, or stay here and you're going to be grounded for 6 months. We're going to take away your phone. You're going to do exactly what I say as your father and as your mother. And if you mess up at all, you're going to be grounded for an additional 6 months. And that included his girlfriend, not being able to see her. So she was distraught, and honestly, being as forthcoming as I can with you guys. If I could go back and change what I said to her, I am weak enough to know that I would. Because what I wish I said to her was, leave him. He's not worth it. He's not willing to put in the work for you. He's not gonna turn around. Maybe I wish I didn't say anything and just let it happen, and then I could be there. But no. Instead, what Moistrak did was tell her that you need to give him that same ultimatum. That he needs to choose you. That you have a place for him here. And that he's the one refusing to grow up. Great. And that you need to tell him you have a place for him. You can move in with me. You can bring your stuff over. That you'll help him get a job, set up a bank account, become an actual adult. And I told him the same thing. And you know what? It fucking worked. He moved out of his parents' house, moved in with her, and I knew things were going to be a little bit different, but what ended up happening is, after a few more, like, hookups and shit together, she started, like, she started texting me less and less, flaking on plans. And when I finally confronted her about it, she said that she feels guilty about what we were doing to her boyfriend. And she asked me if we could stay friends. I told her I can't just be friends with her. That I can't just pretend that we're not in love with her. And I told her to choose me instead. She didn't. She chose him. And we stopped talking. It really fucked me up for a while. For multiple reasons. I mean, on the one end, on one end, it's back to that self-hatred, God, I'm a terrible person for even wanting that. And the regret, the fucking, God, I should have told her no, I should have fought harder for her, told her to be with me instead, but I didn't. It was a lot of things. I don't know where they ended up now. I don't know if they're still together. I don't know if he got a job. Yeah, I do hope he's doing better now. Part of me... Part of me considered telling him what happened. Especially because that's happened to me. A lot of people have told people I've been with what I've done, and it hasn't been fun, exactly. But I'm not vindictive, and I chose to not do that. Um, yeah. Um, anyways, I'm not like fucked up about it now. It was a long time ago, and it was definitely a bad thing. The other reason cheating's bad is no relationship built on that foundation is stable. Because I mean, they were willing to cheat with you. They're definitely gonna be willing to cheat on you. But yeah, it was really unfortunate thing having feelings for someone like her. We all fuck up. We all fuck sometimes. We're also selfish. It was a messy situation. Part of it was she definitely uses people. Might partially be me being a little bit bitter about it still, but I do remember there was this guy that she was with at that party. The guy who, like, slapped her on the ass and shit. That she told me, like, oh, yeah, I just flirt with him because he buys me things and pays for me to go to conventions, and I have a hotel in Austin, or a place to stay in Austin with him. Um, But yeah, you know, just it was a bit of an awakening for me, I'd say. No, it wasn't. It wasn't an awakening for me. An awakening would be meaning that I changed, and I don't think I have changed. I don't think I will change. I think I can try to do a little bit better, but I don't know. I really don't know. And I think part of it is I also don't know how to change. Is it better to change your behavior and be miserable? Or is it better to change your conscience and be happy? Wow, that shit got dark. Anyways, anyone popping in? I'm talking about random shit, and we're playing Furry Stardew Valley. I got a bunch of furry mods on it. Let's... Okay, they dropped the bombs on us, gentlemen. You have a right to be bitter the same way other people have a right to be bitter about you. I think you've changed plenty. It's more subtle than you think. Recognizing fault is part of your change. Maybe. Man, I've been with many women. It's not turned out well. Oh my Jimmy, what the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. Okay, you know, I'll take the iridium. Alright. I hope more things crash onto my farm. I need fresh melon from your farm. Alright, that's what I needed one of those melons from. Let's go give Demetrius his melon. Whenever I play this game, I really hate whenever those quests pop up. I mean, like, look, it's the 20th. If you're farming right, typically you're harvesting your crops and selling them immediately. And then I, on the other hand, have apparently gone and like every other time I've played, I have apparently gone and um fucking like you don't have enough time to grow another melon in that time, meaning they'll give you that quest and you got to give it back to them in a year. But I'm prepared this time. Man, their relationship really wasn't healthy, and it wasn't healthy for me to be a part of that relationship. I think what she was hoping for was that we would have a polyamorous relationship. My awakening of change was being dumped and blocked by someone who I really felt strongly for. At a week of sadness, that's when I decided to change a lot of things. Uh, what I've noticed is, in general, I'm constantly in flux. I'm constantly trying to change. One of the weirder things is the more I try to change, the less I feel like I actually do change. Um, yeah. Bullfrog. Because the thing is, I know if a girl says the right words to me, if she gives me the opportunity to be more, despite the bad circumstances I mentioned, that I'm not going to pass them up on that offer. That's just something I know personally about myself. I think for me, I'm afraid of being lonely. Honestly, I think that's guided a lot of decisions in my life. Think about it, I'm in the middle of a big change right now. Like I said, I did like a NSFW shit on Twitter. And I deleted that and my Instagram. I want to be more alone than anything for a while. Part of that was also because other things happened with that, involving some of the women I've been with. The thing is, I really, really don't believe that I'm doing it on purpose, but that's the thing. I try changing in different ways. Try making things work better. I look at what I've done wrong in the past, and I try and find some kind of fix for it. But what ends up happening is I'll just basically string people along for way too long. There was this one girl pretty recently I was seeing at the time. I actually got her into mersuiting, funnily enough. Um, it was supposed to be like just purely platonic, friends with benefits, but it got more serious and I went behind someone else's back. She knew, and she thought she was okay with it at the time, because she wanted to be with me. She had to move away from the States, and we kept in touch, and we kept making plans for me to come visit, a lot of eventually we'll be togethers. I was in a bad relationship at the time, and she wanted to be my new relationship and kept me out of it. One things I didn't want to do, though, was to... One things I didn't want to do, though, was just be the same me that I am now, but now I'm in Arizona. It got really bad for her. And when I finally decided, like, when I finally told her that I don't think things are going to work out the way we want them to, and I don't want you to keep waiting for me and being sad. So I broke up with her. And she ended up telling the other person I was with about that. She was a little vindictive about it, too. And made it seem like I was the only one at fault. Did a complete 180 on me. Told me I'm a bad person. Told my partner at the time that I'm a bad person. That was just one of the things that happened, though, you know. Fuck. But yeah, that's when I decided, like, to cut the Twitter and shit. That, like, you know, just wasn't worth dealing with it, and that I wasn't actually happy. There were people I wanted to fuck up with and see, but I don't know. It's complicated. But anyways, life's complicated. So I'm here now. Yeah, we all do shit that we claim to regret, and maybe we do regret it. Who knows? Anyway, so you guys know a little bit more about me now. Yeah. Being truthful, I'm back in that situation again. I'm seeing this couple who are in an open relationship, and I can tell that the girl is starting to take things a little bit beyond what they should be, and I'm not stopping it. I should, but like I said, I don't want to stop it either, because I'm enjoying it. So, yeah. I don't think there are good people and bad people. think they're people in general, and that we all do bad things in the pursuit of something else. Love, romance, companionship. I don't know. We're constantly in flux a lot of the time. And I think also like a lot of movies and shit can make us feel like change is supposed to happen in one big go, you know? Like one bad event is supposed to make you realize the error of your ways. I think the issue is I've realized the error of my ways, and I don't do any better. And at some point, you end up with these premonitions of what's to come. You can see the end of the line coming. And you know you can pull the brake. But if you pull the brake, you're going to hit your head. So, you know you're going to hit your head first. I don't know what I'm saying. I guess you just, you know it's going to hurt. You know it's going to hurt really bad at the end. But the big question is just, do you want it to hurt now and be over and done with, or do you want it to hurt later? And I guess I always choose to let it hurt later. But that's life. And hopefully I'm wrong about that. Hopefully she isn't pushing those boundaries and we're not going to end up in another situation. God, I'd be lying if I said I believe that. Maybe I'm going through another depression. It happens from time to time, you know? Hey, what's up, spaceman? You came in on the, I guess it's fitting, it's raining. What's up, spaceman? You're new here. Welcome to the Moist Rack, plays furry games and shit. I don't know. We're playing Furry Stardew Valley. I got mods and shit on. Make it very furry. See, we got a little Clint being a panda here. But more than that, you know, we use this to just kind of like talk and shit. Shoot the shit, say some dumb stuff. See what happens. Learn a little bit about myself and each other along the way. Yeah, you know, we're still in the first year. We're just doing some basic progressing, but we're going along kind of nice. The next big goal here is gonna be to donate enough money to the community center so that we can access the bus. Because once we have that bus, we're gonna be able to go to the Calico Desert, get some shit we need, like those cacti, and more importantly, access those mines. Those mines are going to be a pain in the ass, so I should probably start saving up resources to make explosives. One of those. Gunther, Gunther, Gunther. Sell the tier, Gunther, sell that. Gunther, sell that. Gunther, sell that. Okay, and the rest we give to Gunty Wunty. I mean, I'd also be lying if I said I wasn't actually really happy in my life right now. Being honest, that sweet girl I met is... Why Furry is Clint? Is he a panda? What for? Yes, Furry... yes, Clint is a panda, I believe. He's, your version of early game progress is much different than mine. Oh, how so? Go ahead and share with me. What's your version of early game progress? Are you saying that like I'm like going fast like, with the golden pickaxe? I mean, I've just played this game before a lot, so I know what I'm doing. I'm also not really trying to like mid-max or min-max anything. I'm just playing the game. I guess to be honest, I have started farming a lot, or I have started like mining a lot more than I have talking with people. Hey, but you guys want to see something cool? Look at this. See a strange doll? Chuck it in the water. And we got the faraway stone. We're gonna do something with that later. I think we don't have as many hours, to be honest. I think we don't know what we are doing so much. Yeah, maybe. Oh, I'm back in the fucking mines. I mean, yeah, I know a fair bit about what I'm doing, which is cool. I've played the game a lot. I've beaten the game, gotten really far in it. But it's like a Minecraft thing. I'll end the world and do something new. And this time, you know, it was just like I said, streaming was just a good excuse to pick the game back up after a while. I was looking for gold corn, which we need. Ba-ba-da-boopity. But yeah, dude, honestly, this girl I've been, like, talking to, the one I'm gonna see on Friday, she is so fucking sweet. Like, man. She's fucking gorgeous for one, which, like, is not why I like her, but it's like one of those things where it's definitely a plus, but God, she has such a fucking way with words. She's one of those poetic flirts. Like, she doesn't just tell you some shit like, hey, big boy, why don't you, tickle me from the inside? Now, she's, like, fucking poetic about it, telling me some shit like, she can't wait for my hands to be all over her body so I can commit her to memory. Fucking shit like that. Like, shit I couldn't come up with. I was like, God damn. I flirt and people flirt back and I don't know what to fucking say, but fuck, like, she got me. She got me fucking good. Took me 5 in-game years to get any part of the community center. That will happen, honestly, if you don't look at a guide. Yeah, without guides, it can be insanely hard. Like I said, I think I said earlier with one of the quests I get given, it was very. With one of the quests I got given, they asked for a melon 20 day or with on the 20th day today. So if you didn't have a melon saved, because normally you sell them really quick, you would have had to wait a year to do that. And the community center, it's not going to be finished by the end of this year. We need golden crops, which means you gotta get fertilizer. You gotta, like, really fix shit up. So it's just not a thing that's gonna happen on year 1, and that's okay. The game's not meant to be completed in, like, 30 minutes in a day or an afternoon. It's meant to be played for multiple days, and you build up the town. Anyways, look at this cool shit I can do. Terraria? The cat? Meowmere? Huh? Don't fucking touch that! Get the fuck out of my house! Oh, touch it again. Strange relic from another world. 20 to 20 damage, 40 to 45. It's not a good sword. Especially for something you have to go to like level 100 of the caves to get. But it's funny. If I can, I'll show it off here. Oh, we gotta get back. Basically, it like just has a little sparkly explosion. It's fun. I like it. But yeah, without guides, honestly, this game is like really hard. Honestly, it's hard in general because you gotta balance so many things. I mean, like relationships in general too in this game. Like, there's only so many hours in the day in these games. So you basically have to prioritize, like, okay, do I want to make money, 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 or do I want to, like, date some of the characters? So it can be difficult, for sure. But it's not the kind of game where you have to complete everything in a certain time frame. Just go at your own pace, do things the way you like, and you're good. I'm gonna sell the frog. I'm gonna put the frog in the fucking thing and give it to the mayor. I'm gonna set to bed. Yeah, I mean, like, the people who will, like, min-max the game, they will not go to bed. They'll plan out their day to use those 12 hours as effectively as possible. Me, I don't give a shit. I farmed, I schmoozed, I got a sword, I'm happy. Rata rata. I'm thinking maybe we fish a little bit more today. I mean, one of the main things I really need right now is money, pure and simple. Here. Right now we need about 35,000 smackaroonies in order to get the bus going. That bus can be the next big change when it comes to a lot of things. It's going to give us access to fish and crops that we need. Salalberry. The fuck is a salalberry? Whatever, I guess we have that now. Melon. So many people here optimize the game to where you have to meet up to their level of insanity to understand the game the way that they do. Yeah, I don't agree with that. Honestly, it's kind of like a speedrunning a game to me. It's like I can definitely get the appeal of speedrunning. Like, for sure I can. And I've done some level of speedrunning before. Nothing, like, competitive, but, like, in-game challenges. Like, Resident Evil 2, when I got that, it has a lot of challenges that are based on whether or not you can beat the game in 2 hours, beat the game without dying, beat the game with only saving. And I've tried those. I did do a little bit of it in RE2. I optimized routes. And there was even something in Tom Clancy's The Division. Interesting, like, little past thing of mine. There was a, The Division added this thing called a global events later on in the game's life cycle. Basically, they were missions with heavy modifiers on them. Fuck! They were missions with... Really, game? There are missions with these modifiers on them. And the goal was to... well, you know, beat these missions. And when you did it, you got a special kind of currency that you could redeem for certain things. The main thing about that, though, was this. In the Division 1, people were begging them to add a mask set of cosmetics into the game. You know, like balaclavas, combat masks, things like that. We already had respirators, but you would only wear them in the dark zone, and they were half masks. People wanted, like, actual full face coverings. Like, badass and cool. Division 1 did not have that for a long, long while. But, in this global event, they released them. If you scored high enough in the global event, you and whoever else scored would be able to get these masks. The issue was, they did this score in a really weird way that I don't understand why they would do that. I have to donate one of these things. A poppy? Really? I was going to sell that. Okay. Glad I didn't. And actually, you know what's something we gotta do? I'm going to save the fish for later. I sell these, though. So the way... What determined your level on the scoreboard... Or what they did to determine this shit was... So how you got the mask is you had to rank on the scoreboard. You had to be in the top, like, 30 people to get rank 1, top 100 people to get rank 2, top 1,000 people to get ranked 3. Probably need coal, right? Yeah. In fact, actually, we're going to take that outside. We're going to put it next to our fishing spot and probably move it later still. Anyways, that's how they determined it. And how they determined your placement on the leaderboard was score per hour. How much score you and your team could earn in 1 hour. So that meant basically only speedrunners could really get this, and people who were insanely good and optimized for the game. I really wanted the fucking mask though, so I put together a small team. And the other thing about the scoreboard is it was constantly fucking changing. So I had put together a small team of my friends, and we had to fucking study the map. I did more of that shit. I did more math for that game than I had ever done in my practical adult life. It was fucking bad. We optimized the best mission to do that we could clear in the lowest amount of time, partial to the amount of points we received for clearing that mission. Because of course there were missions that gave you the most points, but were insanely difficult, would take easily half an hour to complete. There's this mission that gave you close to 1,000 points, 750, but it could be done in 10 minutes if we ran through it, killed enemies as optimally as possible. And we ran through it, and we got into the tier 1 leaderboard. We were in the top 25 players globally. And then the next couple of days, people found a... Fuck you. People found a better route, and we got bumped down to tier 3, which was devastating to us. So I had to go and sit down and find another way. And what I found was that you could get these caches, which would give you 50 points apiece if you open them. And you would get these caches by completing certain events. What is that? Okay, June Beetle. And you could hold up to 150 in your inventory. The other thing I noticed was on that mission I was doing. Like I said, we had to clear it in a certain amount of time. One of the issues we noticed was we could not be fast enough to complete it one additional time. There was always going to be about 3 minutes left, and there was nothing we could do about it. So, we spent a week upgrading all of our shit. Did I sell the melon I was going to give Demetrius? I hope I fucking didn't. We went and got 150 of those caches, and I was doing the math, whatever 150 times 50 points is. And after we beat the mission as many times as we could, we were opening all of those things, just hoping it would be enough to push us through, because the margin of error was very minimal. Differentiating, because of how well they optimized it, the leaderboard was constantly in flux. So it was literally a difference of a couple of fucking points. And eventually, through a fucking miracle, because of my planning, we got back into tier 1. Which meant for that entire game, we were in the top 25 people who got those fucking badass masks. And for the next 2 global events, it was a similar situation, but they changed it up a little bit. And then, when the year ended, they recycled the global events. Meaning they did the exact same ones, but they changed the requirements to get the mask. You just had to complete a physical challenge, like kill 250 enemies using this. And that kind of fucking pissed me off, because like we didn't get extra shit for that at all. I was very pissed. Like I fucking like bled. I did mathematics for that shit. And you're telling me these guys get the same thing? Nuh-uh. But yeah, happens. That's why I kind of get why in recent years a lot of games have been catering to their OG fans a lot more. Like take Fortnite for example. I think like I was actually also an OG Fortniter, I had the Founders Pack and everything, the Save the World bit. One of my, not a big regret because I really don't play Fortnite anymore, but I could have bought the Skull Trooper, but I didn't. And then when Halloween came back, they wanted to re-release Skull Trooper. And everyone was up in arms. You guys don't respect your OG players. That was a skin for the OGs. Yada, 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 yada. Now I don't think they give a shit about OG players. But that's when they were like, okay, fine. You know what? OGs, you guys get a purple variant of the skeleton. So you can still show that you're an OG player. Again, feels like a really strange thing to fucking give a shit about, but whatever. They did. But like I said, I also do get it. But to me, the Division was worse because you couldn't just buy it. You weren't just being rewarded for spending your money before anyone else. Like, I earned that shit. It wasn't a fucking matter of, like, I did it before anyone else did. It was, I bought the entirety of the other player base for that shit. And you came and fucked me, Ubisoft. I'm thinking I should also, like, alright, this one we have to donate. I was thinking about, doing a Tom Clancy's The Division 2 stream. Just because, one of the game modes The Division 2 has is something called Hardcore Agents. And in Hardcore Agents, The Division 2 is an insanely long, honestly never-ending game, because it's also a live service game. But it's insanely long, it's an RPG. And in Hardcore Agent, they have permadeath enabled. Meaning if you die, that's it. You're dead. All your loot, all your gear, your entire character, all of your progress is finished. You are donezo. And that is a fucking insanely cool idea that I would love to try, and that I want to try. And I think it'd be really fun to do on stream. I mean, the stress levels are insane. The Division 2 also added a temporary game mode that I played a little bit of, called Realism Mode. And you can tell it's a temporary mode because they didn't really optimize it too much. Basically, they limited your HUD, your ammo, and shit, and made it to where enemies take a lot more damage and deal a lot more damage. And things like headshots matter insanely. The issue is, because it's an RPG, and to, I guess, further optimize it, they did take away a lot of the actual RPG elements. So, like, doing things like exploring does matter because they got rid of traits that had, like, loot in them. Completing side objectives doesn't matter because they don't give you any rewards. So, it's an interesting game mode. They just took way too much away from the world. It feels too empty and too pointless. But Hardcore Agents still looks super fun, and I'm probably going to try and play that at some point. Let's see what our relationship is with people. Abigail's getting up there. I think she has a 4-heart event. So we should probably head to the bar later today. These furry people really made the right decision on what furries each character would be. I think so too. I mean, like, Abigail, she already eats rocks, so I think she's kind of obvious. But yeah, no, they did a really good job, honestly. Honestly, I played the game with the furry mod installed for so long to the point where whenever I'll occasionally see a furry video, or a Stardew Valley video, I get like an uncanny valley feeling where I'm like, I don't like that. I don't like that the mayor is a normal man. Get it out of my face. I want pictures of furry mayor. And we're cooking the fish because it does sell for more money. And like I said, right now we need money. Cash money. A lot of it. Maybe we should go buy shit from Robin before it's too late. I think the shortcut's the mine. It's not the mine. Take the shortcut to the mine and hopefully get to Robin's a little bit quicker. Yeah, now Lewis just sucks instead of being a furry who also sucks. Exactly. Oh, we still gotta find his fucking underwear. Man, I just really want to keep talking about that girl, dude. She takes my breath away. Leaves me fucking speechless all the time. Fuck, man. Damn it, Robin. She just, like, has a way of fucking, like, making my heart pound out of my chest. She matches my freak. Might fucking exceed my freak. And she's fucking flirtatious as shit, man. Romantic. Says all the right things. I mean, just holy shit. I am fucking awestruck whenever I get to, like, talk with her. And shit's gonna go down when I see her. 'Cause fuck yeah. I may or may not be charged with damage to government property. Eh. That was a little joke. A little yoke. One downside is it does make the day go by incredibly long. I really want to enjoy my day off, and I can't because I keep, like, telling myself in a few days I'm gonna get to see her and be near her. And, like, that anticipation in and of itself is killing me. That's because she flirts by making normally weird sentences normal. What? Because that's what I do. I mean... Rack has a crush and he can't hide how down bad he is. You are not joking, my brother. I am fucking down bad. Yay! Here we give your tea, woo! No, I am not joking. I am down bad. Oh yeah, Drunk Rack has no filter. Drunk Rack is a menace to society and cannot be trusted alone in a room. But no, she's like poetic when she flirts. Like, I mean, like, my memory is pretty shit, but maybe you were here when I was fucking talking about how, like, she told me she wants me to, like, run my hands all over her body so that I can commit it to memory. Fuck, man. Just like, holy shit, like, I could not have come up with that. Like, fucking Shakespeare possessed me for a second. Just to be like, god damn, you gotta tap that shit. I mean, also, she's really fun to just play games with and hang out with. We play VR a lot, and I'm normally not someone who gets, yeah, you said in the stream, fuck you, fuck you. It's my stream, I can say whatever I want. I'll say everything I want twice. Man. God. We play VR a lot. And normally I don't really flirt around. Who am I fucking kidding? I flirt around a lot on VR. Shit. Fuck. Ah, man. Shit. I don't normally flirt on VR too much. No, I just said that was a lie. I flirt a lot on VR, but normally don't take it too seriously, but we play a lot of games. She really loves VR. It's really cute seeing her happy on that shit. Um, we've been playing this like fishing game recently that's really surprisingly well fucking crafted. It's like web fishing but in VR. Alright, do I need to donate any of these? No, but I need to donate one of those. Like, very surprisingly well crafted, but we're playing that shit and just we'll be fishing side by side and then we'll just start looking at each other and talking softly. I'm just like fucking lost in her words, in her voice. You know, sometimes I feel the need to start talking like, sometimes I feel the need to start talking like a Benny from Fallout New Vegas and just like pull some weird shit like, you know, that broad is dynamite, baby. I tells you, she could... I tell you, fuck. I tell you, that cat, oh, with that silver tongue of hers, she could scrape the gold off. I don't fucking know. She could scare. Blah. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm down bad. Sue me. Ah, man. Okay, we almost have 25k, so we can almost upgrade that final one. Although, I can also upgrade the 10,000, so I'll probably do that now, actually, while I'm here. I mean, there's no point in waiting until we have, like, the full 35k to upgrade both things, when we can just upgrade one thing. We did that, and do I still need this? No, okay, so we can sell that later. Also, I think 10,000 gold gives us something. Lightning rod, okay, not bad. Not bad at all. Definitely doesn't look like a lightning rod, looks like something else. You know, playing that that poker game, the Texas, the Poker Night at the Inventory game. I'm learning how to play poker more. Yeah, you know, we'll give it to her. Hey, you know, let's talk to her. God damn it! Okay, I just gave you a nice gift, a really lovely gift, in fact. And you're gonna be rude to me. Wow. There's Abigail. Let's give her the thingy before she runs away. I'm gonna build up our relationship with her a lot more. Yay. But yeah, no, it's just nice, you know. And again, she's fun. That's partially what I look at, like, more than anything is, do I vibe with this person? Yeah, you can fuck, I guess. But, like, you know, if you don't really vibe with them, if you don't mesh with someone, what's even the point? That's why I don't get people who, like, get into relationships and keep it solely physical. It's so, like, lame to me. Like, the idea that you're doing all of this work, you're talking someone up for so long, telling them everything they want to hear, hanging out with them, just so you can fuck. Like, it's such a weird thing to me. Like, okay, sex is fun. Yeah, it's fun. It's cool. I like it. But I'm not obsessed with it. You know, I'm not to the point where I'm gonna be fucking only doing that. Said I had a deluxe rod. You liar. Maybe you said deluxe bait. I don't know. We're gonna keep fishing so we can upgrade this reel. Yeah, I know. I just don't understand people who are only interested in someone else because of the prospect they might potentially have sex with them. And then once they do that, they fail. Like, immediately. Like, I really don't know. Like, I don't know. I guess maybe some people do think like that. That's probably why, like, this other girl I was seeing. I'm not gonna lie, I have this like bad habit. Here's why I say I'm lucky. Okay, we're not catching that thing. Here's why I say I'm lucky. I have dumbass luck. Where one, yeah, you know, I'll fucking like get women who I think are way out of my league. What was I saying? Something about dumbass luck. Completely lost my train of thought there. Uh, dumbass Riz, maybe. Or just Riz, I don't know. But it's happened twice so far where I've gone on a date with someone. A first date with someone, in fact. And I've told them, like, hey, just so you know, I do really like you. And I'm not saying anything would happen, but I am really trying to avoid hooking up with people on the first date because I want things to, you know, go a little bit slower. Blah blah. That's what I'll say, and I'll mean it. I will. And then we get back to their place and we fuck immediately. So I got dumbass Riz or luck. I don't know, because I swear it's not a line. I swear I'm not like going out here being like, oh, I'm not some fucking Joey Tribbiani motherfucker. But fuck's sakes if it doesn't work. Here, you like Joe Jacola, buddy, you little fucking corporate bitch. I don't think I'll ever fully understand why that happens, but it does. For some reason. I don't know, like, I genuinely don't try to do that. Is that dumbass Riz or honesty? Maybe it's honesty? But the honesty clearly doesn't help. Maybe, I guess maybe they appreciate the earnestness and honesty enough. And then they decide, like, yeah, no, I'm into that. I wanna... I'm gonna fuck him. And again, it fucking happens. Which, I mean, not complaining at all. It's just that, like I said, most of my relationships end up really quickly, kind of blowing up pretty bad. The other girl that I was, seeing, I took her out to see the, Silent Hill 2 movie. We were fucking a lot, and then she got in her own head, said she didn't know if this was gonna work out or if we were healthy for each other. And, you know, maybe she was right. Doesn't change the fact that it still hurt. She ended up, well, we don't talk at all anymore. But, yeah, whatever. Happens. Alright, this night is gonna be the last night for this stream. I am a EP tired boy. And like I said, I gotta sleep so that the day goes by fast enough that I can just wake up and see the girl I want to see. Hey, this was fun. I always like hopping on and streaming. Again, you know, if anything, gives me a really good excuse to play these games. Our farm is huge, actually. Holy shit. I got no idea what I'm gonna do with these spaces. I mean, we're gonna need, like, to build farm stuff eventually. Like, coops and barns and shit, but... like, it is really huge. Oh, I took a picture of it. We need to see what we need to build a horse stable. 10,000 gold, hardwood, and iron. Okay. Let's head down to the enchanted forest, get some more hardwood and iron. Whew. Yeah, I just gotta survive 2 more days. Thursday, Friday, I gotta unfortunately go to work for 2 hours before I'm allowed to leave for that day. But I'm gonna like pack up my shit to. Oh, sneeze. Hold on. Ah, man, I'm sneezing a shit ton. That girl, she mentioned she was sneezing a lot too. And I was like, it's weird. I am too. It's allergies or something. And she was like, maybe my grandma's right. That you sneeze whenever people talk about you. And she was like, because I've been thinking a lot about you. And holy shit, she might just be perfect. Anyways, yeah, on Thursday I'm gonna like pack a bag, get like some shit together, little toiletries, essentials, clothing, especially for the convention. I gotta figure out how I want to dress for the convention. Obviously, I'm gonna wear my fursuit head, like without a doubt. But what am I gonna wear under the fursuit? Do I want to do a cosplay? Like, I have a James Sunderland cosplay, but the issue with him is a lot of people probably won't get it. But also, it's just a cool outfit no matter what. Hey, I'm Texan. I'm going to a Texas convention, so I could also, like, put on some kind of, like, cowboy fit. Wear my leather duster. Yeah, my big-ass belt buckle. Oh, she might even like that. Or, I also do have my, Oh, our inventory is packed. So drop some shit. Hey, I was born in the Texas heat, okay? Trust me, it's nothing I can't handle. And yeah, I'll be indoors most of the time anyways. Because I work for conventions a lot of the time, I also happen to know where... I happen to know that a lot of rooms don't exactly have security cameras at all. And we're definitely going to do something with that. I think hissing is my favorite part. It's like something so soft and like small, but it feels so fucking good. That girl I was talking about with the boyfriend she cheated on. I don't think I would have fallen for her as badly if we weren't like smoking outside with each other all the time. I think without a doubt that was definitely one of the moments that I felt for her. Just something so simple, like sharing a cigarette together, looking out when it's dark. I tell you, it was something, man. It was something. Oh, we do have enough wood. Let's smelt some iron too, then. Because we're gonna need 5 iron bars. Let's see how many iron bars I have. Probably none. Okay, we have no iron bars, but not an issue. Because we're gonna build it tomorrow anyways. But this is gonna be the end of the stream. Oh, you did? Alright, let me check it out, man. I'm down bad and I brought a shovel. Looks really cute. I like it. Thanks, man. And yeah, I am down bad. It's not a good look for me. Gonna be honest. But alright, that is gonna conclude our stream today. Good night, good luck, and holy shit, he's gonna hit the second tower. Oh. Mystery boxes can now be found. Okay.